Alright, so this here is the 4-minute shoulder circuit. It's my rehab secret. It's actually originally developed at Athletic Evolution up in Woburn, Mass. Brought to Athletic Evolution by Alex O'Keefe, who's one of the strength and conditioning coaches up there. What it's intended for, its intended use, is to just get athletes moving, get their shoulder musculature working, work on their range of motion. It's actually a really good rehabilitative exercise. It's also really good for strength, mainly because rehabilitation-wise, it's just small little movements that don't require a lot of weight. It's done all body weight. So actually, we're going to get started right now. I have a little clock set up on my screen. I'm going to do it. I encourage you all to get up and do it with me if you think you can handle it. So all it is just 4 minutes. Just follow what I do, follow all my cues, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to start in about 5 seconds or so. Alright, so the first motion, I'm going to abduct to 90 degrees, keep the shoulders pinched back, and just go fast oscillations back and forth. Alright, so we're about 5 seconds in right now. So what's really important with this is to keep the shoulders pinched back and not let the athletes drop their arms down, because you're going to find them doing that a lot. Alright, in 5 seconds, we're going to do the exact same motion. We're just going to turn our palms back, just like this. Alright, we're going to go back and forth. And same exact thing, like if you look at me from the side, notice how my arms aren't forward here, my arms aren't down here. It's going to be the biggest thing, is everyone's going to want to cheat, especially as some of the motions get harder, especially as some of the movements get harder. Alright, so the next one, we're going to go palms down, small circles forward, and just again, it's really important to make sure that they stay abducted to 90, because that's going to be the biggest thing you're going to find with all the athletes. So small, fast circles. Alright, and in 3 seconds we're going to flip palms up and go backwards. Alright, and after this next one it gets a little hairy. It's when it starts getting a little bit tougher. Alright, you can already feel it right now. Alright, so the next one, keep abducted at 90. We're just going to internally and externally rotate the GH joint. Alright, so just like that, forward and backwards. This one actually it's the most bothersome, I should say. Alright, and the next one, alright, keep abducted to 90. We're just going to do bicep curls just to here. Okay, again, make sure that the entire time shoulder blades are pinched back and down as best you can. Alright, the next one is a shoulder press straight overhead. It's really important that the kids don't drop below the 90 degrees of abduction and just go straight overhead. You're going to find a lot of kids want to lock their hands together, they want to come up here and do it, they want to drop down. You want to make sure they keep the tension on their muscles, so you want to make sure they stay at that 90 degrees. Alright, the next one, we're just going to rotate, just like this, external rotation. You see my elbow's not moving. The only thing that's moving is my shoulder joint, internally and externally rotating, just like that. Okay, and then the next one, second to last one, we're almost there. Just like this, chest flies. Okay, same exact thing, making sure the elbows don't drop. This is where kids really start to get tired, and you really notice the elbows start to drop. You also want to make sure that they don't shrug up when they're doing everything, because that's going to be another way that they compensate. Alright, and then the very last one, we're just going to hold it straight out just for a minute, just like that. Alright, just for time's sake, I'm not going to hold it out there for a minute, so I'm going to stop there. But, it's something really quick to do. It only takes 4 minutes out of your time. You can do it after all the range of motion exercises, after all the joint mobilizations that you do. I just find it a really good exercise, really good tool to use in your rehabilitation program. So that's my rehab secret.